something a little different. I'm gonna divert from tea and maybe just read to you something very simple and easy to follow so you can fall asleep. I wanted to read a fairy tale or some sort of story, but I was looking through my books and I came across my first Norwegian reader. So this is just a thin little book that helps you learn Norwegian. On the left you have Norwegian, and on the right is very simply written English to sort of help English speakers learn. So just as a fun exercise to see, I thought I would read this to you and see if anyone likes that. This is one of those really old volumes that has that really old feel to it, and a nice hard cover. That's a bit tattered. I've just always liked the look and feel of old volumes like this. And the old yellowing pages. I thought recording at night would be easier, but there seemed to be a lot of subwoofers and motorcycles and all kinds of fun loud vehicles out there tonight. Wow. I feel like they're shooting another Fast and Furious outside. Hopefully you can't hear that too well. As I was saying, this is a very old volume. This is published by someone who was a lecturer in Norwegian at the University College London. And this volume was published by Kammermeyer's Bokhandel, Gustav A. Bolbe. So Bokhandel is kind of like a bookstore. It must be like a bookstore press. But I really like this because I've been studying for I've been studying Norwegian for many years, and it's just sort of a fun hobby for me, but I found it a really fulfilling exercise and opens a lot of doors to fun stories. I think perhaps I'll make some Norwegian videos in the future, reading some Asbjørnsen and Mo in the original Norwegian. That might be nice. So, this is one of my most prized possessions, and I pull it out every year on May 17th. Because aside from having little passages and poetry and a couple little stories, at the very end it has the Norwegian national anthem, which Norwegians sing every year on May 17th, or 17. Mai. And that's kind of like our Star Spangled Banner. So, maybe I'll just begin here with the first part. Are you comfortable? Okay. Make sure to hunker down and snuggle in. As I said before, this is very simple English, but just listen along and just focus on my words, and if you have some other thought that arises, just let it pass through and float away as you listen to me read this. And you'll find that soon you're relaxing and floating away to your own dreamland. Alright. The first part is called The Human Body. I am a human being. So are you. He is a man. She is a woman. They are husband and wife. They have 2 children, a boy and a girl. Animals and plants are our fellow creatures. We live on the earth. And through the lower organisms of the earth, the water, and the air. That last sentence didn't make much sense to me, but don't worry about that. A human being has a head and 4 limbs, 2 arms and 2 legs. These are made of flesh, blood, bone, nerves. On the head there grows hair. In front is the face, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the mouth with upper lip is called the chin. We have 2 cheeks, 2 temples, 2 ears. The hindmost part of the head is called the back of the head, and the top part is called the crown. Above the eyes are the eyebrows. We shut our eyes by means of the eyelids. With one eye we see. He that is blind cannot see. Sorry, it's hard to read in the dark. That was with our eyes we see. He that is blind cannot see. We hear with our ears. The deaf cannot hear. We smell with the nose, taste with the tongue, and feel with the skin. They are all sense organs. Sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch constitute the 5 senses. We sense in the brain and also think by means of it. The head is joined to the body by the neck. In front of the throat is the windpipe. And gullet, and behind in the nape of the neck. From above downwards, the parts of the body are called the shoulders, the breast, the stomach, the back, the waist, the hips, the abdomen. Inside the chest is the heart, which pumps the blood about the whole body, and the lungs, which cleanse it by means of the oxygen in the air. Lower down in the intestine and the bowels, which absorb the food and excrete the waste by means of the liver and other inner organs. Our 2 arms consist of the upper arm and the lower arm, with the elbow between. Wrist and hand with 5 fingers. The legs are composed of thigh, knee, calf, ankle, foot, and heel, and 5 toes. Our limbs are flexible at the joints. A grown person's height from secure good rest, likewise in the fresh air, and wash with cold or cool water. One of the best forms of exercise in the summer is swimming. In the winter, skiing. A practical American has said, "Sweat and be saved." That's funny. So hopefully you found that relaxing. I thought that this was funny. A lot of this, I think, might be written in Norwegian and then translated to English, because this last part recommended sleeping in fresh air or being outside, which I guess is like camping. But that's interesting because culturally, Norwegians and other Scandinavians really value sleeping outside, especially in cold air when you're a child. They feel that it strengthens a child's constitution. And I think a lot of the developed world has become used to sleeping inside. But if you get a chance, even if you have a backyard and can set up a tent and the weather's fine, I would recommend sleeping outside when you can. So, that's been a fun read. Hopefully you're nice and relaxed now, just from that very simple reading. I hear that it's good to read an hour of fiction before you sleep. I think any reading works for me. this in the future. Maybe just do more book sounds. And if anyone's interested in learning Norwegian, just leave a comment below and I'll point you to some really good and also free resources you can use to pick up the language. If anyone is also interested in learning or already speaks a little Norwegian, I do organize an online discussion group which meets every week. So if you're interested, give me a shout out in the comments below and we'll get you connected. So, thanks so much for joining me tonight. I hope you're nice and